Hey everybody, today we're going to work on HTML and JavaScript. That's the file name you have under HTML exercise, Georgia view. So I'm going to go through quickly so that then you can catch up with this assignment. Okay, step number one, I'm going to go through step number one. So we're going to use Notepad, which is a text editor installed in Windows. If you have Mac, Mac has text edit, what they call. So you're gonna have to use text edit to do it. I don't have text edit. I don't have Mac, so cannot show how to use text edit. But I think it's not too difficult to use. So here we go. I'm gonna use a Notepad for Windows system. So you have to do is because I'm using Windows 7, it may look different. You may have Windows 10 and your window start area look different. So all you have to do is just type Notepad, then press enter, it'll give you Notepad just like that. You can think this as a word, those word processing, but it's a very simple version without any format, as you can see. It doesn't have all those bells and whistles. So it's very simple editor, okay? But that's what we're going to use to edit our HTML files. Okay. Step two, edit your HTML with Notepad. Okay. So here we go. Type your HTML code into Notepad. So rather than type, I'm going to just highlight, starting bracket and bracket. So anytime HTML start with the HTML. Okay. What doc type is the just syntax they use it. You don't have to have it, but you can. So HTML starting there and backslash HTML is the end of HTML file. So I'm going to just highlight them and back to Notepad. I'm going to paste them and make sure there's no extra space at the end so that my cursor is right after ending bracket. Okay, so that will be our first HTML. Then we'll save as first web. Okay, here we go. Save as. Then I'm going to save it into my folder. You can save it into your folder. You can name it any folder name you want. But I have it here with HTML exercise. That's where I'm going to save it. And the name is first web.html. That's important. Always extension as .html or htm, either way. But I'll go with HTML. Okay. And the file type is txt, which is good. Then you're going to just save it. So go back to your folder, which is my case HTML exercise that I just saved. It's right here, first web.html. To view your web page, right click or double click depending on how your program is associated with. Mine is associated with Chrome, but you can always use different web browser to open. I have one different type of web browser like Chrome, Firefox, and so forth. Okay, so I'm going to just open with Chrome. Here we go. Here we go. This is my first web page, just as we have. All right, moving on, step three. We just did it, right? Save it, your HTML. Step four, run HTML web browser. Okay, so that's what we got there, right? We just run or retrieve your HTML file into web browser. And if you go to the website w3schools.com, this huge collection of HTML coding and HTML related examples, which is very useful for people to learn to run those HTML and web-related languages or programs. Step 5, adding images. Okay, so we're going to deal with a photo or an image. Okay, I think you should use your own photo. If you don't have your own photo, you can have your pet's photo or something really related to you. Okay, but you better have your photo. And what we're going to do is we're going to edit the photo on a web image editor, online image editor. There are a bunch of them. But we're going to use pixellr.com. So we're going to go ahead, open up this on Google Chrome. And it'll take you to this website. And two different kinds of web editor they provide, which is free. It's not really free anymore, but you can still use it free for the PIXLRX. So you're going to launch PixLRX, and it'll give you just like that. This is just editor background. So on left side, there's a little menu. Up there, there's the navigation bar. But we're going to start with open image so that you can load your image. I'm going to load my image from again desktop HTML exercise. And I had it is, I got it from the GSW site. So I'm going to deal with it. So we're going to edit this image a little bit. Again, you should use your own photo. But I'm going to start with crop the image because it's too wide, too big. So I'm going to just bring it in a little bit like that. And decide to bring it in like that. Okay. And apply. Okay. So I'll make it, a little narrower than original one. And you can, according to instruction, you need to add it in terms of using different color or different brightness or some sort of special effects, as well as inserting title onto the image. Okay, so that's what we're going to work on. So I'm going to do just a little, let's see, filter the image or adjust it. So let me see what I'm going to do. What I'm going to try to do is retouch, I guess. Okay, retouch. So that I can remove, for example, this, see that car back there? So I'm going to remove it because it's not really, blend into this picture. So it's just kind of erasing this automobile a little bit like that. A little more. It's hard to see now, right? It doesn't look like an automobile anymore. Then we can, what they call clone stamp thing. So basically, you click that and you copy area you want to copy from, then apply to the area you erased. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to click here so that it'll copy this area. Then next time I'm going to click here, it'll paste on it like that, like that, like that. So more like a plants rather than automobile sitting there, right? So here we go. So there's no sign of automobile there. Okay. Uh, then I'm going to close this one. And I'm going to just add effects, maybe special effects. You can try anything you want as long as you like it. Like retro. Doesn't make any big difference. I think I don't want to play too much here. So, all right. Now the main thing that we're trying to do, adding text. Click text right there. Then I'm gonna add there. Something like that. And once you're done, now you're gonna save it. And in terms of file name, there, file type should be JPG, and quality, you can make it high or medium. High is fine as long as it's not too big, hopefully. And you click download. Okay, so it's just in your download folder, which is my guess. Right there. Okay, download folder is right there. That's 925 by 393. All right, anyway, I'm gonna come back to our exercise. So we're gonna insert the following HTML, make it as image1.html. I'll put in the new one. But make sure the image file is identical with whatever we had. In my case, what's the name? Calendar banner number 2. Just like that. And alt, that's basically describing what it is. GSW photo. And style, with width and height, you can make it whatever proper size in terms of width and height. Okay, then you're to save it. Save it as actually image1.html. Save it. Then you're going to go back to the folder, which is HTML exercise, image1.html, which is doesn't show. Oh, the image must be in the same folder. See? So that's why people make a mistake, including me. The image, which is image calendar banner number 2.jpg must be in the same folder. So I'm gonna just bring it into this folder so that the image we just edited and image1.html must be in the same folder so that it shows just like that. Okay, I look a little bit kind of stretched, not stretched, shrinked or something. I look a little bit different, but I think it'll do this. Okay, so and then we're gonna work with JavaScript.